he keeps this up, Alex Rodriguez is headed toward a season for the record books, an all-timer. We go to the Boogie Down Bronx, and Fausto Carmona, ladies and gentlemen, owns Alex Rodriguez, and he can't say that about too many people. 0 for 3 with 3 Ks. Let's make it 0 for 4 with 4 Ks, 0 for 5 with 5 Ks. Carmona pitched a solid 6 innings. 7th, though, now. We're tied at deuces until Victor Martinez touches this one off. A 3-run shot, his first of the year. Indians up 5-2. We head to the 9th. Joe Borowski retired the first 2 uneventfully, and then said Borowski of the Yankees, they hit everything. It started with this, a Josh Phelps solo shot, his first as a Yankee, 6-3. Next batter, 2-2 count, Jorge Posada. Yankees need base runners. Jorge, Jorge. There you go. He stings that into center field. Yankees still need base runners. 3-2 pitch, Johnny Damon, the bender stays high. That means that Derek Jeter comes to the dish representing the tying run. If it's a clutch situation, you know number 2 will deliver. Captain had 1 hit. It was right there. Yankees now within 6-4. Bobby Abreu had a huge day. Yankees down to their last strike. 1-2 pitch, and Abreu, a super piece of hitting, just serves it the other way. And guess who comes up? That man, Alex Rodriguez, looking to hit home runs in 5 straight games. More importantly, looking to win this for the Yankees. Wild pitch, which now means you can walk him. The base is open. The Indians elect to pitch to Alex Rodriguez, and that could best be described as ill-advised.
Driven deep to center field. Going back, Sizemore, still back. See ya! Another walk-off home run for Alex Rodriguez. A 3-run shot, and the Yankees win 8-6. Pandemonium in the Bronx.
Just getting ridiculous. His 10th, 6 runs for the Yanks in the 9th. Afterwards, reaction. Toronto and Roy Halladay. Jays have won all 3 of his starts. Last time out, he went 10 innings to get the win. Here, Manny Ramirez, bases loaded, chance to do some damage, and that is his routine of 5-4-3 double play ground ball, as you will see. Bottom 6, Alex Rios facing Julian Tavares. Rios owns him. 7 for 9 in his career, and the Jays up 2-1. Top 8, Jays up 3-1. Coco Crisp had reached with a bunt, and Halladay induces the Kevin Youkilis pop-up. Halladay pulled after 95 pitches. Again, he went 10 innings his last time out. So Scott Downs, the lefty, comes in to get David Ortiz, and he does. Halladay in line to get the win. Sean Markham comes in to meet Manny Ramirez, and it ends badly. Manny's 471st of his career, first of the year, said Markham, my little sister probably could have hit it just as far. He didn't dig the location. Top 9, runner on first. Alex Cora, 2 for 4, brings in Julio Lugo. Sox up 4-3. They add another, and they win it 5-3.
Losing Hernandez, but beating Johan Santana could ease the pain. He's 6-1 career against the M's, but Santana down 2-1 in the 6th. Sits down Ichiro there. Santana 7 innings, 7 Ks, 4 hits, 1 earned. Top 7 bases loaded. Twins still down 2-1. Julio Mateo has just replaced Jared Washburn. Michael Kadire to left. 2 score. Twins up 3-2. 2 batters later, bases loaded. Mike Redmond singles and 2 score. The Twins take a 5-2 lead. Mateo 1/3, 2 earned, but will Washburn take the loss? Bottom 9, 2 on, 2 outs. 6-2 game. Pat Neshek to face Raul Ibanez. He goes yard, his first of the season. It's a 1-run game, and Neshek doing his Mateo imitation. 2/3, 3 earned. So Ron Gardenhire says, give me Joe Nathan. He's caffeinated. He gets Jose Guillen, and the Twins win 6-5. Santana gets the win. 3 straight. Reds would like to end that streak. Woody Williams sporting a 5.63 ERA. Bottom 5, Josh Hamilton takes advantage of that. Hamilton, 5 homers in his first 29 at-bats of his career. The former #1 overall, healthy and hot. Reds up 6-1. Top 8, David Weathers not hot. Luke Scott, the 2-2 pitch. He homered in the 7th. Here he gets the 3-run double. 8-6 your final. And for the second night in a row, the Stros go big in the 8th. 5 runs each night and 2 wins. Sports don't build character, they reveal it. John Wooden once said that. You can see the Vautech tragedy on the minds of those at Fenway, where it was the first of 18 against the Red Sox and Yankees. New York on a 7-game winning streak at Fenway. Red Sox wearing green in honor of the late Red Auerbach. Top 4 Yankees up 1 after a Johnny Damon RBI ground out. Kurt Schilling got Alex Rodriguez to fly out deep in his first at-bat. A-Rod with a deeper fly in his second swing. Manny never moved. A-Rod's 11, and Schilling, well, he's failing the Old Spice challenge. It's 2-0. Jason Varitek tied it with a 2-run home run off Andy Pettit. Top 5, A-Rod.
The joke.
2 on, 2 out, and this is why I'm hot. A-Rod came in batting a .194 career against Schilling. He owned him Friday. It's 5-2. Fred Lynn isn't coming through that door. Coco Crisp can't make the catch. A-Rod averaging a home run in every 6 at-bats. Top 8, J.C. Romero has just replaced Schilling. A-Rod greets him with a 2-base rip to left. Rodriguez batting .371 and scoring his 3rd run of the game when Jason Giambi follows A-Rod's double with this RBI single at 6-2. And, well, frankly, the game was over. Not quite. Mike Myers, Luis Vizcaíno, unable to get it to the 9th. Mariano Rivera summoned to get 5 outs. He has 10 blown saves against the Red Sox, most against any team. He can't get 1 before giving up 5 runs. Varitek, the RBI single. Manny scores. Rivera's cutter not cutting. Lead cut. Next batter, Coco Crisp. First pitch swinging. 2 RBI single. Doug Mankiewicz unable to stop it. This game is tied. 11th blown save by Rivera against the Red Sox. Next batter, Alex Cora over the drawn-in infield. This game is untied. The Sox with 5 off the Sandman. Give me fuel, give me fire. Hey, Yankee fans, just give me an out. Top 9, Jonathan Papelbon pitched the last 2 days. Hello, Hideki Okijima. Got Jeter, walked Abreu, and then jams A-Rod with the count full. 2 outs and say sayonara. Kevin Thompson. Red Sox with 5 in the 8th. They win at 7-6. Here's the Red Sox captain after the win.
Well, the American League rivalry. This is the National League's top rivalry, at least one of them, and it was a bizarre day for Lou and Tony. Bottom 1, Mark DeRosa facing Braden Looper. 2 on, DeRosa, Scott Rowland, and you see Albert Pujols can't make the tag, but DeRosa doesn't touch the base. Eventually, Pujols makes the tag. DeRosa out, double play. Not exactly textbook. Top 7. All right, here's a normal baseball play. That would be Preston Wilson, professional gentleman of leisure, on the stroll. That's off Ted Lilly. Cardinals take a 2-1 lead on Wilson's first. Bottom 7, runners on first and second. Henry Blanco's bunt straight up in the air. Yadier Molina can't make the catch, but Molina throws to second, gets Jock Jones on a force out. Then David Eckstein throws to Rowland. He tags Mark DeRosa. Then Rowland throws to Adam Kennedy, and he gets Blanco. Triple play. Well, you just know it's not a triple play. Here comes Pinelli. He said, whoa, whoa, whoa. He wants to talk to Larry Young. LaRussa getting the explanation from Young. Young calls Blanco out at the plate, sends DeRosa and Jones back to second and first. And here is why. You'll see that Blanco will clearly interfere. Well, he just didn't really make much of an effort to get out of the way. Batter interference called. Kind of odd, but things were even more strange. Bottom 9, Jason Isringhausen on to try to close it out. Jock Jones doesn't swing. It's ball 4. Ronnie Cedeno steals second, but then Eckstein slaps the tag on him. Ted Barrett tells Eckstein it's ball 4. LaRosa, though, wants to talk it over with Barrett. The umpires talk, and Eckstein said correctly, once you touch the base and you come off it, no matter what the situation is, the runner's live. Well, now here comes Lou, and he's like, well, what are you doing? Why are you doing this to me and my team? Well, correctly called, and afterwards Lou said both plays they got it right, because once he slides off the base, he is live, he gets tagged out. Cedeno, the Cubs lose 2-1. St. Louis snaps a 4-game skid. Odd. Russ Ortiz winning back-to-back starts would also qualify as odd. He has struggled mightily of late. Bottom 1, game tied at 1, bases loaded. Barry Bonds on third, 2 outs. Pedro Feliz pops it up, way up. Somebody's going to squeeze it. Only they don't squeeze it. Stephen Drew and Orlando Hudson don't communicate. Hudson charged with the error, although he did have 3 hits in the game. Giants lead 3-1. Here it's a 3-2 game, and Bonds smashes it. He is locked in and hitting a lot of hard shots. That's a double. Bonds 2 for 4, 2 runs on the day. A couple of batters later, Benji Molina up with 2 outs, and Bonds on second, and 2 out hits. I believe John Anderson says will get you to heaven. I don't know if it'll get you to heaven, but it'll get you a run here. And the Giants go up 4-2, and they win by that same margin. American League Central battle. The Sox looking for 3 in a row. These two teams, the last 2 American League champions, bottom 5 were tied up. Tigers with men on second and third. Carlos Guillen, big 2-out knock. Tigers up 4-2. Top 7, though, are now tied at 4s. White Sox with a runner on second. Darren Erstad with a single that just finds space. Got to get in where you fit in. Rob McCoyak scores. Sox up 5-4. Bottom 9, 2 outs. Tying runners on third base. Bobby Jenks, Gary Sheffield. Advantage Jenks. Sheffield for the season, 7 for 56. That's it. That's all. White Sox win by 1.
Let's go to Kansas City, where Arthur Bryant's is the preferred post-game meal. It's the Royals and the Twins. Minnesota coming off its Seattle sweep and up 4-2 in the 5th when Mark Grudzielanek ties this game with a 2-run homer off Sir Sidney Ponson, who Ross Glode chases later in the frame, and Ponson is replaced by Glenn Perkins. He's from St. Paul. Royals up 5-4. Alex Gordon, double over the head of Torrey Hunter. Glode all the way from first. He scores. Royals with 5 runs in the 5th. Bottom 7, 7-6 Royals. Reggie Sanders, home run to center field. Twins relievers allow 5 earned in 3 2/3. The Royals 11-7, and it's time for ribs.
Scored 5 in the 8th, their last 2 games to win. Here, Craig Biggio coming up in the top of the 9th in a big spot, big spot, and he delivers with his first grand slam since 1994. They get 4 in the 9th, so that's more late inning lightning. Houston is on top. Now, Brad Lidge is on, and that continues to be a bad thing because Prince Fielder just hammers that. A 3-run homer. It's 6-5. Lidge's ERA is now over 10. This guy just can't get the train back on the tracks, but Chad Qualls with the tying run in scoring position induces the ground ball. That's it, and that's all. The Astros win again. They're early on, but they're doing well in the Central. Skipper John Gibbons' quote after this game. Go ahead, say fire Gibbons. Why was he saying that? Well, we'll show you. John Parrish pitching in relief here in the top of the 7th. Vernon Wells, who had been on the bench because Daniel Cabrera was starting for the Orioles, and he was 1 for 19 against him here. Drills a shot that Melvin Moore can't get. Jason Smith, Greg Zahn come in when Miguel Tejada can't pick it up, and it's 4-2 Blue Jays. Bottom 8, Kevin Millar up, runner on third, 2 outs. Millar perfectly placed. Tejada scores, tied at 4. Bottom 9, bases loaded, 1 out. Nick Markakis gets it past Aaron Hill. To Gibbons, it was a jam shot. Hey, Stros and Natty Boos. Orioles have won 6-7. Thank you. It was only 1 out away from Oh Happy Day, and then this 3-1 curveball from Tom Gordon hung, and Scott Hatteberg crushes it. The Reds had 1 hit in the game to that point. Their second hit ties it up, and we head to extras. And in the 10th, bottom 10, 1 out, bases loaded. Brandon Phillips goes Johnny Drama. Victory! Nearly had a force out at the plate, which would have been really disastrous. Reds, huge come from behind win. They win it 2-1. Time now for your top plays. And we begin with the Nationals, which is worth noting because they made a top play. I have always loved Dimitri Young, and he shows you why right there. Nice grab. Nats win 6-5.
Number 9, Twins Royals. Mike Redmond is short Tony Pena Jr. When you're batting .214, you need to make plays like that. And he makes the play, and the Royals get the win 11-7.
Steve Finley is like a Twinkie. He does not age, ever. He doesn't get any older. He can still do it. Look at Finley. Sliding, diving, well down. He can still patrol the outfield, but the Rockies get beat by many.
The Twinkie's like 1 molecule away from being like plastic. Braves Mets at number 7. Jeff Francoeur pops it up. Jose Valentin. The Mets get the highlights, but the Braves get the win.
Pretty sure Vinny in our cafeteria has fried them. It's Federer and David Ferrer. Thank you, Adriana, for the pronunciation. Win number 500 for Federer. That's Monte Carlo, by the way.
Cardinals, Cubs, big rivalry. Cliff Floyd. New kid in town, Chris Duncan. Going more for coming off the bench and hitting homers. Cardinals win 2-1.
I don't know what to do without Barry here, so I'm going to have to tell you what happens. This is Maxim Afinogenov with his first goal of the playoffs. Well, that's well done. Thomas Vanek sets him up. The Sabres were up 4-1. They hang on to win 4-3 in advance.
At number 3, Blue Jays Orioles, Lyle Overbay.
Corey Patterson back at the wall.
Bartender. Corey Patterson, the bar is closed. Robs him of the home run, and the Orioles win 5-4.
The reason the Sabres move on with the clock ticking down, Ryan Miller stones Miroslav Shatan. Watch him go, flipping over with that backhand. Woo, that's good.
Number 1, Fenway Park. His name is Alex Rodriguez.
And the pitch swung on and drilled to deep left. It is high. It is far. It is gone. He's done it again. Swung on and hit in the air to right center and deep. Chris going back on the track at the wall. It is gone. He hit a 3-run home run into the Red Sox bullpen. Alex Rodriguez hit his second home run of the night.